Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another banger. Today I'm going to be speaking of the cons of living in Ghana. If it's your first time on my channel and you want to know more about life in Ghana, please hit that subscribe button and be sure to make any comments, do anything, do the needful basically. Anyway, so Ghana is a very beautiful country. I've learned so much living here and I've experienced so much. But of course, like anywhere in the world, you will encounter issues, things that you're not comfortable with. And today I'm going to be speaking about just a few of those things. Let's start with the weather. Ghana is hot all year round. Even when it's rainy season, the weather is still warm and humid. Although the rain does kind of help cool down the environment a little bit, it's still hot. So if you're a person who prefers cold weather and has lived in a cold country maybe all their life, Ghana may not be the place for you. But trust me, once you get used to it, you will love it because you can experience the beaches and all of that. But that's for the pros video. The next thing is transportation. Okay, we do have options now of Uber and Bolt and other cab services, but I'm literally talking about if you want to travel outside of Accra, for example, or any other city that you may live in Ghana. So it's not easy to say in other countries you can just hop on a train, a fast train, and get to the other side, even make it a day trip. But because there isn't that type of transportation yet, it's a little difficult to travel outside of Accra. Fine, you may get a car once you're settled in. That could be helpful. But in general, talking about local transportation, it's a bit harder. I mean, even traveling within Accra using Uber and Bolt, this can be quite pricey. Unless you don't mind getting on public transportation, I mean, that is also part of the experience. Then you can get on that, but if you're a foreigner or an expat, you may not be used to this type of transportation. So just bear that in mind if you are looking to move to Ghana. One other thing that people may take for granted is Ghana is pretty expensive. This is definitely something that I took for granted. I literally thought accommodation wouldn't be this expensive. I literally thought that I could budget wisely and still have leftover money to do anything else that I wanted to do, like shopping and all those things. But it's proven to be a little difficult. You have to either have more than one stream of income to actually make a good living here, and rentals are expensive. You will easily spend money in Ghana. If you want to go to a restaurant and experience the nightlife, for example, you will spend money. So just bear all these things in mind, because I found that the restaurants here, say where they sell Western food, are pretty expensive. You're better off just eating at home or trying out local foods, which is even better because that's part of the experience of being in the country, right? But if you want to go to restaurants like Brasa or Santoku, all the cool vibey restaurants, then just know that you're going to be spending a lot of money, quite a bit of money. So yeah, Ghana is pretty expensive. Yes, if you move to the outskirts of Accra, you can get cheaper accommodation, but in comparison to other countries and the quality that you get, it's pretty darn expensive. If you are living in Accra, I'd advise you to always have a proper budget. Put some money in your savings for those rainy days. Put some money for going out. Always pay your accommodation first. However, another big con is that paying for accommodation and rent in Ghana is pretty difficult because sometimes you have to pay for 6 months to a year in advance. And in other parts of the world, you pay monthly. So if you don't have a lump sum of money to pay all of this, then it's going to be difficult because it's like, where am I going to get all this money from? So it's either you save beforehand, before leaving your country, and so that you're able to cover all those months, or sometimes, as I have done, is you can negotiate with your landlord and you can pay monthly. Say for instance, where I'm living, it was an Airbnb. I was able to speak to the owner of where I'm living and we came with an agreement that I could pay month to month, and this is working for me. And yeah, as I'm going, I'm saving more money so that I can next year get a better place and hopefully be able to pay the 6 months to 1 year in advance rent. Still finding difficult, and you really have to adjust to this. Or if you're looking to move to Ghana, make sure that you save beforehand, save a significant amount of money so that you can settle in faster or quicker, and then over time you can find other ways to create money. You're even more lucky if you're coming to Ghana as a worker and you've gotten employment here, then you can actually get accommodation from your job, or they're sponsoring your whole stay here. But if you're on your own, it's difficult. So another thing that can be looked as both a pro and a con, but in this instance we're looking at it as a con, is the food. The food, if you're not really used to West African food or hot food, as in chili food, then you might have a problem with this if you have a sensitive stomach, or you're not really used to eating food with lots of flavors and rich flavors and, you know, protein and starch and all of that. Then you're gonna find it quite difficult to adjust to that. But over time you will, as I have done. If you don't really have an adventurous palate, then you might find it difficult. There are some Western restaurants, but sometimes they may not get it right as well. So, and there isn't really a diversity in terms of foods from other parts of the world. You do find restaurants, but it's not as if you get a large variety of restaurants. But more and more so, more restaurants are opening. So hopefully in time, there'll be restaurants that accommodates everybody's palate, right? So this is one thing that's a little difficult, especially if you're a foreigner living in Ghana. But otherwise, guys, it's a pretty big problem. A lot of my friends or people that I've met always find this as the biggest hurdle, really. But yeah, so these are just a few of the things that I wanted to share, and some of the cons. Look out for the next video. Those are going to be the pros, some positive things. It's not all about the negative things, right, guys? Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share some of the things that you have found difficult living in Ghana or Accra or any other city or town in the country. And let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. And thank you guys for subscribing. Keep subscribing, keep subscribing, keep subscribing.